Before you try to change the world, ask yourself this: why do you need to be seen while you are still becoming? Most people speak too early. They announce their intentions before their discipline is ready. They seek applause while their foundation is weak. And then they wonder why their energy disappears, why their focus collapses, why they feel exposed instead of powerful. Silence is not the absence of confidence. Silence is the beginning of it. Men's, when you choose silence, you are not hiding. You are protecting something fragile. Growth in its early stage cannot survive constant attention. A seed does not grow faster because people watch it. It grows in darkness, in stillness, in isolation. The moment you expose it to too much noise, it dies. This is why, in realign, if you want to become unstoppable, you must learn to ignore everyone, not with anger, not with arrogance, but with intention. Many confuse silence with weakness. They believe that if they do not explain themselves, they will be misunderstood. If they do not respond, they will be disrespected. If they do not show progress, they will be forgotten. This fear keeps them trapped in performance mode, always reacting, always defending, always proving. But true strength does not react. True strength chooses when to speak and when to remain still. The warrior who speaks less sees more. The one who observes understands patterns others miss. Silence is strategy because it removes friction. Every conversation drains a little energy. Every opinion you absorb pulls you slightly off your path. When you listen to everyone, your direction becomes unclear. You start adjusting your goals to please others. You train less and talk more. You plan less and explain more. Over time, your power leaks away through unnecessary words. Silence closes those leaks. Melian, when you stop explaining yourself, something interesting happens. You regain control. You are no longer pulled into debates that do not matter. You are no longer tempted to defend choices that only you must live with. Your mind becomes calmer, sharper, more focused. This is not accidental. The mind needs quiet to organize itself. Noise scatters it. Silence aligns it. Grumming everyone does not mean you disrespect people. It means you respect your path more than their opinions. It means you respect your path more than their opinions. In discipline, this is essential. If every voice around you can influence your direction, you have no direction at all. In realign, your greatest advantage will not be speed, talent, or intelligence. It will be your ability to stay internally quiet while the world becomes louder. Silence also removes ego. Sengbrid, when no one knows what you are doing, there is no pressure to impress. You train because it is necessary, not because it is visible. You work because it is required, not because it is praised. This builds real confidence, the kind that does not collapse when recognition disappears. You become comfortable being unseen, and this is dangerous in the best way. Because while others chase attention, you are building ability. There is another reason silence is strategy. It sharpens action. Words give the illusion of progress. Talking feels productive, but it costs nothing. Action is uncomfortable. It demands effort. When you speak less, you act more. Your energy has nowhere else to go. It must move into your body, your habits, your discipline. This is how momentum is created quietly, without resistance. Bend in realign, many will waste their strength reacting to opinions, trends, and expectations. They will exhaust themselves trying to be understood. You must do the opposite. Withdraw, simplify, reduce your circle. Reduce your words, increase your standards, increase your consistency. Let silence become your training ground. Do not announce your goals. Build them. Do not explain your absence. Use it. Do not respond to every call for attention. Protect your focus. When people do not know what you are doing, they cannot interfere. When they cannot interfere, your growth accelerates. And one day, without warning, results appear. Not loudly, not dramatically, just undeniably. At that moment, silence has done its work. You will not need to explain who you are or what you have become. Your presence will speak. And those who once misunderstood your silence will finally understand its purpose. They will see the results, but they will not see the hours of focus that created them. And this is where the second truth must be understood. Focus is not a talent you are born with. You are born with, it is a muscle you train daily. Beingness. Most people believe they cannot focus because they are distracted by nature. This is a lie they repeat to stay comfortable. The truth is harsher and more empowering at the same time. You are distracted because you have trained yourself to be distracted. Every time you switch tasks too quickly, every time you check something unnecessary, every time you allow your attention to be pulled away, you are strengthening the habit of weakness. In loop, if you want to become unstoppable, you must reverse this training. A muscle grows through resistance. Focus is the same. It grows when you stay with discomfort instead of escaping it. When boredom appears and you do not reach for stimulation. When difficulty arises and you do not look for an easier path. This is why ignoring everyone is essential. Every voice, every notification, every external demand competes for your attention. If you allow them access, your focus never gets the chance to deepen. Focus begins with choosing fewer things. Most people want everything. That is why they achieve nothing. They divide their attention across too many goals, too many plans, too many identities. Their energy becomes thin and weak. Power comes from concentration. One direction, repeated daily, compounds quietly. In loop, choose one thing that truly matters and remove what does not support it. This decision alone will put you ahead of most people. Training focus is not dramatic. It is simple and demanding. It means doing what you decided to do, even when your mind looks for escape. It means finishing what you start. It means creating boundaries that others do not understand. People will call you distant. They will say you have changed. Let them talk. Every time you protect your focus, you protect your future. Menja, understand. This clearly your life is shaped by what you give your attention to. If your attention is scattered, your results will be scattered. If your attention is disciplined, your results will be precise. Focus turns effort into progress. Without it, hard work becomes wasted movement. And there will be days when your focus feels weak. Do not judge it. Train it. Sit longer. Stay present longer. Work 1 minute more than your comfort allows. These small acts matter. Just like physical training, the mind responds to consistency, not intensity. 1 hour of deep focus daily will outperform 10 hours of distracted effort. Ignore the pressure to multitask. Multitasking is a myth that flatters the ego and destroys effectiveness. When you split your attention, you reduce your power. Do one thing at a time, fully, completely. This is rare. This is why it is powerful. Bendi in the world will reward those who can focus while others are overwhelmed. Noise will increase. Speed will increase. Expectations will increase. But clarity will become rare. If you can remain focused, you will move calmly while others panic. You will see opportunities while others are confused. Remember this. Focus is self-respect in action. It is saying that your time, your energy, and your purpose matter. When you train focus daily, you become harder to manipulate, harder to distract, harder to stop. This is how unstoppable strength is built. Not through force, but through unwavering attention directed inward and forward, day after day, day after day. And this is where many people fail, because they depend on motivation to continue. Motivation is emotional. It rises when things are new, when progress feels exciting, when results come quickly. And then it disappears. It disappears the moment routine begins, the moment effort becomes repetitive, a moment no one is watching. If your progress depends on how you feel, your progress will always be unstable. This is why discipline is not optional. It is the structure that carries you forward when emotion no longer supports you. Ben's discipline means you act without negotiating with your mind. You do not ask whether you are inspired. You do not wait to feel ready. You move because the work must be done. In our loop, this will separate those who remain average from those who become unstoppable. Many will wait for the right mood. You must train yourself to act regardless of mood. Everyone becomes critical here. When you expose yourself to too many external influences, your motivation is constantly manipulated. Praise inflates you, criticism deflates you, comparison distracts you. Discipline removes this dependency. You wake up, you train, you work, you improve, not because someone told you to, not because you feel like it, but because this is who you have decided to be. Discipline is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not seek validation. It shows up when comfort calls and refuses the invitation. This refusal, repeated daily, builds an internal authority. You begin to trust yourself. And self-trust is a powerful thing. Once you know that you will act even when it is difficult, fear loses its grip on you. Many people believe discipline limits freedom. In truth, it creates it. When your habits are strong, your mind becomes calm. Decisions become simple. There is no internal debate. Energy that was once wasted on hesitation is now available for progress. In our this calm consistency will be rare. And because it is rare, it will be valuable. There will be moments when progress feels invisible. Weeks where effort seems to produce nothing. This is where discipline proves its worth. Motivation would quit here. Discipline continues. It understands that growth is not always visible in the moment. Just as roots grow before the tree appears, strength is built long before it is seen. Ignore the voices that tell you to slow down, to relax, to wait for a better time. Most people speak from their own comfort, not from wisdom. Stay with your routine. Stay with your standards. Let discipline carry you through the dull, the difficult, and the lonely phases. Calmder. When motivation returns, it will find you stronger. When recognition comes, it will find you prepared. And when challenges appear, they will not surprise you, because discipline has already trained you to endure. This is how you move forward when others stop. This is how, in you continue building while everyone else is waiting, and waiting slowly drains the strength from a person. That is why the next step is to detach from validation, because the need to be approved of by others quietly steals your power. From a young age, you are trained to look outside yourself for confirmation. Approval becomes a reward. Disapproval becomes a threat. Over time, this conditions the mind to move only when it feels accepted. This is dangerous. When your confidence depends on how others respond, you become easy to control. Praise can push you forward too fast. Criticism can stop you completely. In both cases, you are no longer leading your own life. In if you want to become unstoppable, you must remove this dependency. Validation is a fragile foundation. It shifts with trends, moods, and opinions. What is celebrated today is ignored tomorrow. If your sense of worth rises and falls with this, your inner state will never be stable. Strength requires stability. Stability comes from within. Everyone is not about isolating yourself emotionally. It is about reclaiming authority over your self-worth. When you stop seeking permission, your actions become cleaner. You choose based on principle, not applause. You train because training is necessary, not because someone might notice. This is where real power begins to return. Detaching from validation feels uncomfortable at first. The mind will search for feedback. It will wonder if it is doing enough, if it is being seen, if it is valued. Let this discomfort be present. Do not rush to silence it with approval. Sit with it. Over time, something shifts. You begin to feel grounded without external input. You begin to trust your own standards. And when you measure progress by effort and consistency instead of reaction, you become immune to distraction. Opinions lose their weight. Comparison loses its grip. You stop performing and start building. This internal shift is subtle, but it changes everything. Your energy no longer leaks outward. It stays with you. In On 2026, many will exhaust themselves chasing recognition. They will confuse attention with progress. You must do the opposite. Become comfortable being unseen. Become comfortable being misunderstood. This comfort is not weakness, it is independence. And independence is power. Pandas, when validation no longer controls you, fear loses its leverage. You take risks more calmly. You move forward without needing reassurance. You stand by your decisions without needing defense. This is the quiet confidence of someone who has learned to focus on themselves fully. Then detach from validation, and you regain your center. From that center, your actions become deliberate, your mind becomes steady, and your path clear. And when the path is clear, the final work begins, becoming so strong internally that nothing can shake you. Internal strength is not loud. It does not argue. It does not react immediately. It remains steady while everything outside moves. Most people believe strength is shown by force, by dominance, by proving something. But real strength is revealed in pressure, when plans collapse and you remain calm, when expectations are broken and you remain disciplined, when noise surrounds you and you remain focused. This is the strength that cannot be taken away. In 2026, challenges will not disappear. Uncertainty will increase. Opinions will be louder. Situations will test you emotionally and mentally. If your stability depends on external conditions, you will constantly feel shaken. But if your stability is built inside, nothing external can disturb it for long. This is why ignoring everyone is not avoidance. It is preparation. Internal strength is built through self-mastery. You learn to observe your thoughts without obeying them. You feel emotion without letting it control your behavior. You respond instead of reacting. Each time you choose composure over impulse, you reinforce this strength. Slowly, you become grounded, unmovable. This strength allows patience, and patience allows clarity. When others rush, you wait. When others panic, you assess. When others quit, you continue. Not because you are superior, but because you are centered. You are not pushed by fear or pulled by desire. You move from intention. From being focusing on yourself means knowing your values and living by them even when it is uncomfortable. It means keeping promises to yourself. It means staying consistent when motivation is gone and recognition is absent. Over time, this consistency forms an identity. You no longer ask who you are becoming. An unstoppable person is not someone who never falls. It is someone who does not break internally when they do. They stand up without drama. They adjust without complaint. They continue without announcing it. This quiet resilience is rare. And because it is rare, it is powerful. In 2026, let others chase noise. Let others explain themselves. Let others seek permission. You focus inward, build your mind, build your habits, build your discipline. When your inner world is strong, the outer world cannot control you. May you walk your path with clarity, train with patience, move with discipline, and grow in silence. May 2026 be the year you focus fully on yourself and become truly unstoppable. Best wishes,